Welcome back to Vuln Vibes, everyone. Ready for another deep dive? Today we're talking cloud security.
Sounds exciting.
It is, but also a little scary. We're focusing on a critical vulnerability that could really shake things up out there. Buckle up, folks, because we're about to get into the nitty-gritty of a critical command injection vulnerability in the Aviatrix controller.
Oh yeah, this one's a biggie.
It is, and I'm so glad you're here to help break it all down. So let's start with the basics. What exactly is this Aviatrix controller thing? I mean, the name sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
You're not wrong, the name's kind of cool, but it's actually a pretty essential piece of software. Think of it as air traffic control, but for your cloud data.
Okay, I'm starting to get the picture, so it helps manage all that complex cloud stuff.
Exactly. It helps organizations manage and secure their cloud networks across different providers, like the big ones, AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. Basically, it simplifies all those complex cloud operations and keeps things running smoothly.
Gotcha. Makes sense. But now let's talk about the elephant in the room, this vulnerability.
Right, CVE 2024-50603.
That's the one. And it allows for something called remote code execution, right? I mean, that sounds pretty intense. What exactly does that mean? Like, in plain English, what could an attacker actually do?
Well, imagine someone slipping through the back door of your cloud and just having free reign to do whatever they want.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good.
It's not. They could steal data, shut down systems, even use your cloud to attack others. It's like giving them the keys to the kingdom.
That is definitely bad news. And I read that this vulnerability affects versions 7.x through 7.2.4820 of the Aviatrix controller, meaning it's been around for a while. How do vulnerabilities like this even happen? Is it just a simple coding error, or is there more to it?
It's rarely just a simple coding error. Usually it's a bit more complex than that. You see, in this case, the problem lies in how the Aviatrix controller's API processes certain user inputs.
API, right.
Yeah.
The way the software talks to other software.
Exactly. Ideally, all data coming in from users should be sanitized, cleaned up to remove any potentially harmful code.
Like checking bags at airport security.
Exactly. You don't want anyone sneaking in dangerous items.
Right. Makes sense. But it sounds like, in this case, maybe those security checks weren't as thorough as they should have been.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Some parameters within the API weren't properly sanitized, and that created a loophole for attackers to inject malicious code.
So it's not just about what attackers can do, but also about finding those weak spots where security measures aren't quite up to par.
You got it.
Okay, so this all sounds pretty serious. What should people be doing to protect themselves? I mean, how do we fix this?
The good news is Aviatrix has released a patch, version 7.2.4996.
Phew, that's a relief.
Right. Think of it as patching that hole in the wall of your cloud fortress.
So basically, if you're using the Aviatrix controller, updating to the latest version should be at the top of your to-do list.
Absolutely.
Okay, update, update, update. Got it. But this whole situation really highlights a bigger issue, doesn't it? Staying ahead of the curve in cloud security when things are changing so rapidly. I mean, how do we even keep up?
You're hitting the nail on the head. The cloud environment is constantly evolving, which makes security a moving target. You can't just set it and forget it.
So what's the solution?
Proactive security measures.
Makes sense.
Organizations need to be vigilant about keeping systems updated, implementing robust security policies, and constantly monitoring for suspicious activity.
So it's an ongoing process, not a one-time fix.
Exactly.
This has been such an eye-opening deep dive into the world of cloud vulnerabilities. A bit unsettling, sure, but definitely eye-opening. A huge thanks to our expert for helping us navigate this critical issue.
Happy to be here.
And for our listeners, remember, stay curious, stay vigilant, and never underestimate the importance of staying informed about potential vulnerabilities. That software update notification might just be the thing that saves your cloud fortress from falling. Until next time, stay safe out there in the digital world.
Catch you later.